Is update 1.5 bad? This is a question you could in theory just ask yourself right now and think about, well, does it really offer anything for me as a player? I at the moment would like to argue against it and show you what I think about the update in my personal opinion, and obviously what is Wargaming doing good and what is Wargaming doing bad in this update. So we have several features which are coming with 1.5, and it's pretty darn interesting to see that so many of those features or balancing changes are actually what Wargaming said will come at Wargaming Fest. So I have to already say that this is a big plus to them, that they are actually doing what they promised. There are still things missing, but then again, it's okay in my personal opinion. The first feature, however, which we are going to have a look at is the new World of Tanks premium account. To be honest, I do not want to go too deep into it because I already talked about it more extensively, had a look at the different bonuses, had a look at the different credit boosts, etc. And overall, it's great what they are offering. I love the change that no matter if you have what premium or not, that you get 15% more experience when you play in Platoon. No matter if it's win, no matter if it's lose. It's a great addition, and I really do think that is great that they are introducing that to the game. It makes Platoon playing a lot more fun and encourages, especially with the new friends or invitation program, to get your friends into the game, especially as you can get a tier 8 premium for free and they can get a tier 6 to tier 7 premium tank for free and other goodies, which, as already said, is great. The only thing, or the only two things at the moment which I am a little bit concerned about or don't like is, first of all, the excluding of maps is, I think, a really important feature to come. Yet I do think that it might impact gun marks and overall game diversity a lot more than you would think. But then again, this is pure guesswork. This is test server. You cannot take any conclusions from the test server, period. Or in 95% of the cases. When the Type 5 Heavy came, it was already noted that this tank is OP. The other thing, which I think is a little bit sad in my personal opinion, as I sometimes dust up World of Warships with the new introduction of World of Tanks Premium, and I don't have a lot of premium days left, I won't really get any more the Wargaming Premium account after it run out, basically. If I want to play World of Warships with a premium account, I would need to buy two different premium accounts for now. Either it's the World of Warships premium account or the World of Wargaming, not World of Wargaming, Wargaming premium account and the World of Tanks premium account, which would lead to around $20 per month just for playing premium. Again, if I just play World of Tanks, it's no worries at all. If I play a little bit of World of Warships, it might be a little bit of worry. But again, that's it what I want to talk about for this section. On to the new tanks. UDIS 14 Alt 5, the UDIS 16 and UDIS 15-16. 3 new tanks with a completely new mechanic, well, not completely new, but a revamped mechanic from something we already have in the game, and potential of adding other tanks with hydropneumatic suspensions, e.g. like the STB-1, or in theory Type 74, but I don't think they're going to introduce that one and just give the hydropneumatic suspension to the STB-1, how they already teased in the question and answers video. Phew, that was a long sentence. I'm usually always for new new tanks. Now, premium tanks, just new tanks in general, because they give more diversity into the game and they give us something more to grind and work towards. So, UDIS 14 Alt 15 looks decent enough. It is nice that we have two different guns to choose from, which both can work. UDIS 16 looks like a little bit of an XP drain because you basically have to get a top gun, otherwise you are a little bit screwed over with it because the stock gun is not that good. And the top vehicle is a pretty interesting concept with a big alpha gun. It feels nice and it's a really small vehicle, and you can see this in the camo rating, which is phenomenal in my opinion. But it's not without its flaws, like this part over here is really thin and can get penetrated easily, and the new mechanic kind of feels flimsy. Nevertheless, I'm all up for new tanks. What I would wish for this vehicle though would be that we would get a 105mm gun with the same DPM, same accuracy, maybe a little bit better aim time, and, well, maybe slightly better penetration. That's it. I would love to have that as well. Like, so we have diversity, so we can say, yeah, I want consistency via, well, shots per minute, or I want to have Alpha Strike with the 12 centimeter Strifkan L40. But that's about it about the French vehicles. I have a whole other videos about them, even how Swedish, obviously, the Krötbular and Uperhemd vehicles. On to the next topic, which is balancing changes. This was the topic I had to say why 1.4.1 is a bad update. Because it simply lacked balancing changes. We waited for balancing changes like almost a year, and we got like 5 non-premium tank balancing changes. Like, what are you doing, Wargaming? And now we just casually get them 5 in one update. If you think about it, 5 for 1 year, now we get just 1 in an update. Maybe 1.6 won't have balancing changes. Just joking. Apparently, Victor, the CEO of Kisili, I think his name is, of Wargaming, talked to a German streamer, and he told him that there are a lot of balancing changes coming with 1.6, but he can't really spill the beans. That's what I know. It is not confirmed, okay, guys? It could be just him blabbering. I don't know. I do not want to say anything more about it. Apparently, Victor told him 1.6 will be a big balance change, especially for, well, German vehicles. The only thing I do think is a little bit sad about those balancing changes, obviously, is the huge guttering of the FV. And the other thing which I think is a little bit saddening is it might be a bug. This is still test server, so it might be buggy as hell. But at the moment, our dear and lord and always hated Type 5 heavy tank, first of all, they swapped the gun for some reason. And second, why does the premium shell has same amount of damage but more penetration? Like, what they showed to us was that it has 750 alpha and not 900. So it might be that this is a bug and in CT2 it will be changed, but I do hope it will be changed because right now we still have the same dilemma as it was before, period. Like, just premium shells being straight up better, nothing else. Like, I think it would be great if they would give it the 750 alpha hash, that's it, and not 900, because again, the HE is just straight up better because it's more penetration. It won't affect damage when it's not penetrating because HE damage does not factor in penetration, or rather your penetration rate with said HE shell. They do not factor this in the calculation. The only thing which is getting factored in is alpha potential and splash radius, and radius to the next weakest armor plate, or the splash radius to the next strongest armor plate, and they are just taking which is doing the most damage and go and run with that number. Basically, that's how it works. Yeah, giving this this tank, sadly, just this HE gun is a little bit unfortunate when it still is straight up better and it's by 100 millimeters better. Also, what I do not like is that Wargaming decided to swap those guns around. So basically, you will always have a Type 4 heavy spamming HE at you, while they are most likely not going to get this gun, because why should they? The HE gun is at the moment, or will always be a little bit better because it needs no or hardly any brain to use. Yes, you have to aim a little bit at weaker spotted, weakened armors or armor plates, but that about it. The FV that it got guttered and did not got any changes in return is a little bit saddening. Yeah, looks like 183 will be better again. And the last tanks is the Emil 1, 2 and Krankenwagen. Krankenwagen! Tagline. Sorry for that one. One thing I love about this is that they actually gave this tank 180 more horsepower. It makes this tank so much more comfortable to play. I also think the changes make this tank a lot more viable in random battles, maybe even ranked or maybe even clan wars in specific maps. It feels a lot more consistent, it feels a lot more convenient to use. I do not think at the moment this tank will be completely overpowered, because still hull is weak, side is even weaker, back is super weak, super duper weak. It's still not the fastest shells, still not the fastest tank around, and it's still not the most accurate and most efficient sniper in the game, because it also takes quite some time to aim in. Regardless, the buffs really helped this vehicle, and I'm actually happy to play this tank on the live server again. On to the next topic, however, which is ranked battles, and I honestly do not want to delve into it too much because I have no clue. I hardly played ranked battles before. I will now play more ranked battles because there is this season reward, which is a mysterious tier 9 tank. Hurrah! I really look forward to grind once more with frontline beside. The rewards look decent if you think about it. Here we can get 100, 300, 450, 450 bonds here for the qualification. Here it's a little bit more, 300, 600, 600, 750, 850, which is also a lot in my opinion. But again, I'm not going to calculate this all. This will take way too long and show how bad I am without a calculator, because engineering life. The only thing which is, you can see you get a lot of decent things, I guess, but, well, overall, Frontline actually gives you more, I think. Yes, a little bit of gold, a little bit of credits, and you get those tokens. Those rank tokens are the most important thing, because with those rank tokens, if you get at least 10, you will get bonds, credits, consumables, equipment, and this unique tier 9 vehicle, which we do not know anything about. If you get 415, you get even more. But I honestly don't want to go for it. Yeah, that's basically ranked. They changed a little bit the XP formula, and it sounds promising. And depending how it actually works out, I really do want to see this ranked, or this role experience, how they call it, in normal server. Because, let's be honest, if I, for example, play an EBR 105 and I spot for days an enemy vehicle or enemy vehicles, but my RT doesn't shoot at it, etc., I still give our team and our better players in our team maybe the input they need, or the information they need to take choices like, oh yes, I'm going to the other flank right now, or try to get a shooting position onto them. Trust me, for a good player, knowing where the enemy is literally golden for you. It's so much worth in gold if you think about it, because it can make a good game out of it, and actually can get you to best replays of the week. That's why gold. No, jokes aside, it can really help you assess the situation of the battle and win if you really are not unlucky or something, and make the right calls because you know where the enemies are. Other example, when I play my mouse, for example, and I block like 4k damage, but I only did like 1.5 because there was, I don't know, a gold spamming 268 version 4 in front of me, and I hardly penetrated him up here and there in the cupola, but that's about it. But I block 4k damage by him, and I basically get nothing for it. I don't even get anything for the gun mark. So yeah. Obviously, this is not going to change gun marks, but I do like that they're thinking about role experience, and I will look forward to test them out in ranked battles. So, 1 and 2 more things to look at. And it's, well, about this tank, or those tank class. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Honestly, every RT nerf is a good nerf in my personal opinion. I know there are a lot of people disagreeing right there. Obviously, there are artillery lovers out there. I despise artillery because, simply, if you think about it, T92 has still 60mm of penetration with HE, so it can still penetrate a lot of tanks for like 1.3k damage or something. It's not fun. It's not fun to play against. And in my German video, I have to say what makes me angry the most about artillery is the range, or rather the inability to counter it as a non-artillery piece. The only thing you can do basically is camp behind a house or in a bush and hope you are not getting spotted. That's your only counter player against artillery. In most positions on most maps, at least at 80 to 90% of the spaces on maps, you are prone to being shot at by artillery. Obviously, Rheinberg and Himmelsdorf and Chinese, whatever this E-map is, yeah, that's a little bit different. But on most open maps, you are very, 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 very prone to artillery fire. Another thing which actually makes or ruffles my jimmies, and I really do hate this, is that they still have great concealment, and the fuel range is not too bad. Meaning those tanks can still camp in a goddamn freaking bush and outspot my scout my medium tank with 460 meter plus view range, and I'm like, God damn it, because you get another shot into your face and maybe even it penetrates, and you're standing there like, I wanna fucking murder this artillery piece. Basically, this is my reaction about that. Overall, I do like, because stun is incredible annoying to fight against. And trust me, I am an asshole when I play Batch Artillery on RT. Because I am 100% going to focus one tank, except there is a bunch of clustered tanks. Because I can stun one enemy tank for up to 40 seconds with ease, when he has no repair kit or no medikit. If he has a medikit, chances are still that I'm going to stun him for around 20 seconds. It's a dick move, it's bad for the game, and actually it's a little bit of skill, because you need to a little bit wait and just not click, 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 click. Yes. But anyway, I'm happy to see that they're changing even the splash radius on almost all artillery pieces by 5%, and that the follow-up stun is not as bad as it used to be when like 2 artilleries are focusing you. And the last thing, which is a minor thing which I want to look at, is when we go into the store, and it's loading obviously, we can click through here, we get about premium, some different vehicles, a little bit of consumables, and oh, whoa, what's this? Sorry, that was fucking cringy as hell. No. Yes, vehicles, items for bonds. We do not know yet what vehicles exactly will be here. We do not know yet how expensive they will be at release, but it's finally here. One of the coughing things, one of the things which give me allergies, no, I don't know, which they promised on Wargaming Fest. The Bonds shop is here. Again, we do not know what the roster will be, what tanks will come and what's so not. Honestly, I don't mind such small vehicles. If they're like cheapish, like, I don't know, maybe 200, 500 bonds maybe, or 1,000 max, I wouldn't give a poop about them and would buy some smaller little tier 2, tier 3 tanks which are not being able to buy anymore. But obviously, the most important ones are the big ones. Foch 155, FV 215B, FV 183, maybe T22 medium. Maybe something completely new, like an Object 268 version 5, which is basically a T10 hull with a really big turret and an Object 268 gun. The question is, however, how expensive are those vehicles going to be? My guess will be between 7 to 12,000, maybe 7 to 15,000, because, well, one consumable, or one equipment costs 5,000, so it could make sense that Wargaming is going to give out a vehicle for 10,000, because that would equal 2 of those thingies. Would make sense, I guess, but it would be a real hard grind to get those. Let's be honest right here. Ranked, well, I guess it will give you around maybe 5,000 bonds, if I'm not mistaken. It will give you around 5,000 bonds, but still 5,000 bonds, you just get one of those consumables. Wait, 600, 1,000, 1,500, 4, 8, 900, 1,500, 2,000, 400, 3, 2, 3, 6, 3,400, 3,000, those are here, 3,300, and this was around 3,300. I think this was 350, 450, 3,300, 3,750, if I'm not mistaken with my calculations in my head, of bonds you can get just from going through all those divisions. And that's not a lot if I think about it. When one consumable, or not one consumable, one equipment is costing 5k. But yeah, overall, honestly, update 1.5 gives us a lot. It really gives us a lot, and it's all of those changes are like, they have a place. They don't feel like, oh no, we just have to smack something in, like those crew skins, which I legit do not give a poop about. They might be a little bit funny, but when you can't show them off, it's like, that's about it. Thank you so much for your attention. Let me know what you think about 1.5, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're so, let me know in the comment section below, and obviously let me know what other videos you want to see. I guess next up will be another frontline video and showing you how overpowered light tanks can be, or rather why I personally just swear on light tanks. This is RagingRaptor, and I'll talk to you all later.